Alright boys and girls, today we're going to be talking about practicing gratitude. This is very important, and a lot of people might kind of get swept in the ideal that this sort of stuff doesn't really hold weight or doesn't really matter, or else if you just think about it, it'll be grand. But I'm here to tell you that this sort of stuff is important to do, and it's because of the practice is going to require you to put pen to paper, and that simple process alone is a great way for one, dealing with bullshit that's in your head and getting it out of your head so you don't have to keep fucking overthinking things, and number two, it makes it real. It makes it fucking real. By you putting it on paper makes it real. Also, another way of doing that will be to tell it to someone. To tell someone what it is that you're looking for or want to get or you're grateful for. That's another really good way. So anyway, I'm going to give you my 2 ways of practicing gratitude on a daily basis that I find super helpful to help me, one, just ground myself for the day and just kind of give me a little bigger perspective, especially if I'm feeling overwhelmed, but also two, to kind of help me achieve certain things that I'm looking to achieve, whether that's health, business, relationship, whatever the fuck. You decide, it's up to you. The first thing I'm looking at here is my gratitude list and my want list. Now, I have my list on my bathroom in my house that I live in here in Melbourne, and it's something that every morning I can see it and I can read it, and I think this is a very important thing, that no matter where you write your gratitude list or your want list, that you can see it. That you can see it on a regular basis and you can refer back through it. You can make changes, you can make additions, you can take away, whatever the fuck it is you want to do with it. First of all, the way this will work is you write down a list of things that you have in your life right now that you're grateful for. And I want you, when you're going to do this, to sit down and actually think about it. Think about the things that you have in your life that you're happy that they're there, whether that's family, friends, the job, the money you earn, the place that you live in, the things that you have in your possession, material things, the red car, the blue car, wherever the fuck it is, you write it down. Then what I want you to do is spend the next 10 minutes writing down things that you want in your life. And we all want certain things, and it doesn't matter what it is, but a lot of the time, people don't know how to ask for the things that they want. They feel maybe ashamed about asking for stuff that they're looking for or things that they want. And that might be a certain type of person in your life, a job that you're after, kids, who knows what it is, but why not ask for it? And your first step to asking for it is by writing it down. This sort of shit has worked for me for years because I've always wrote it down and put it in the mirror, and it's like every 6 months I have to update my wants list, because before you know it, I'm getting the things on the list that I'm looking for. It's because it starts with the gratitude and then it works into the wants. It's the same energy. Things that make you feel something inside, things that you have in your life right now that make you feel emotion inside, is the same emotion we want to apply to the things that we want. And with this wants list, I want you to get specific. If you want a new car, what make a car, what color a car, what year is the car, whatever the fuck. But don't just say you want more money, because if I slide you $1 across the table right now, you have more money. What are you going to do? All right? That's not specific enough. Okay? The next thing, and this is a good one, just to help you scan the world for the positive. Pick 3 things each day that you're grateful for that happened. All right? So this is where you'd have a notepad beside your bed at night, and at the end of each day, you write down 3 things you're grateful for that happened that day. So this does a couple of things. Number 1, it helps you scan the world for the positive, because humans are very good at scanning the world for the negative. And when we scan the world for the negative, we're always looking for the flaws in ourselves and other people in situations, and it's fucking a drainer, okay? We need to switch off from that and switch into this kind of energy where we start to see positive. And in any situation that we're living in, there's always some positive that can be pulled from it in some way, shape or form. Now, I'll be honest with you, when I started doing this practice, I used to sit down at night and I'd be there with my pen in my hand and a piece of paper, and I couldn't fucking think of a thing to write down, never mind something positive, but even think back through the day and what the fuck actually happened. So it can be a tricky one to get started with, but once you get into the rhythm of it, then it starts to almost get easy. Now I'm at a stage where I can pick 10 or 15, almost 20 things in a day that I can write down in my diary. And I'm like, yeah, I'm happy about that happened that day. And then I also seem to add in things that I'm looking forward to happening tomorrow. So it evolves and it starts to grow. This is a very good one to do if you have a lot of stress or a lot of self-doubt in your life, or things that you feel like you're stuck in. To start writing these things down, 3 things each day that you're grateful for, because it starts to shed light on the positive. If you're shedding light on the positive, the negative shit is getting pushed out, and you start to see the world in a better light, in a new light. So if you don't practice gratitude, maybe it's a good idea to start. As I said, it doesn't have to be fucking super hard or super wishy-washy or fucking hippy-dippy or anything like that. It's just a good practice to get into and see what changes happen for you. You got your first one, your gratitude list, your want list, and then the second thing, at the end of each day, write down 3 things that you're happy about that happened that day. Give it a crack, see how it works for you. Giddy up!